So thanks for everyone to attend parallel session about the conservation of traditional fisheries heritage system. I'm Yang Lun from the Institute of Geographic Science and Natural Resource Research of Chinese Academy of Science. So let's welcome the first speaker, Mr. Ito Kyoji. Let's welcome.
Thank you for the kind introduction. I'm Koji Ito from Gifu University. I'm honored to be here today talk about the development educational materials on the GIS agricultural systems and its applications. I'm very nervous about giving a speech in unfamiliar English, but I'm glad to give my presentation in relaxed settings. Please take a look at the Nagara River GIS conceptual diagram. In 2015, eye of the Nagara River system was designated as a GIS site. The Nagara River has a population of 880,000 people in its basin and is a symbolic presence for the people of the Gifu Prefecture. The river's clear water support traditional fisheries and biodiversity, while human activities such as river and forest conservation activities in upstream areas have helped maintain a healthy ecosystem. Here, you can see a photo of the traditional fishing activities conducted in the Nagara River. The main target of the fishery is Ayu sweetfish, and fishery is characterized by a variety of activities, including net fishing by river fishermen, yana fishing combined with tourism, cormorant fishing as a traditional culture, and cooperative shipping by anglers and local fishery cooperatives. However, the traditional fisheries in Nagara River is facing a decline in fishing population due to the aging of the fishermen. A lack of successors and decrease in consumers who support traditional livelihoods is a common issue widely shared at GIS designated sites. To attract new participants, it is crucial to motivate them to engage with the GIS. Promoting unique and compelling GIS brand stories tailored to specific site is essential for achieving this goal. Here, we define the concept of the GIS brand story, emphasizing its ability to resonate with the audience and encourage them to see themselves as characters in the narratives. 4 key points are essential for creating empathy. 1, highlighting the attractiveness of the GIS site. 2, demonstrating the challenges encountered and strategies used to overcome them. 3, proposing solutions to internal issues of the story's audience. And 4, providing a clear call to action. To this end, we have developed a brand story focusing on 3 aspects of GIS: resources, challenges, and actions. In developing the GIS brand story, we utilized mystery, a system thinking resource developed by Mr. David Reed as a geographic education tool. This gamified learning materials helps students enhance their system thinking skills through engaging in mystery solving. The game began with a 3-card mystery, and students used approximately 30 information cards to solve the mystery by rearranging and interpreting the cards. Here you can see the 36 cards that constitute the Nagara River GS mystery. They are designed to be visually appealing and easily understandable. Let's take a look at the breakdown of the cards. The GS mystery learning materials consist of 4 categories: A, story card; B, resource cards; C, challenge cards; and D, action cards. In first category, the story cards introduce the mystery of the Nagara River system with the following 3 points. 1, Nagara River system was designated as GS. 2, however, natural upstreaming ayu has recently been listed as an endangered species in the Gifu City. 3, such decline in ayu has been observed not only in the Gifu prefecture, but also throughout Japan. The teacher used 3 cards and asked students, why this mystery occurring? Next category, B, consists of 13 resource cards detailing elements such as the variety of fish species and traditional fishing method of Nagara River, cooperating shipping method involving recreational anglers, and Japanese indigo dyeing in Gujo Hachiman. These cards provide the background necessary for solving the mystery. Following category is C, consisting of the 10 challenge cards highlighting the issues such as changes in Nagara River perceived by cormorant fishing master, ayu fish feeding damage by wild cormorant and controlled activities, and invasive species management like the elimination of the smallmouth bass. These cards help the students understand the course leads to the GS site. Finally, category D, consisting of 10 action cards, describe activities such as agriculture that does not pollute river with muddy water, restoration of gravel river bed and landscape, and flood preparation. These cards illustrate the broader social and environmental context, emphasizing the role of various stakeholders in the GS site. Let me explain how the game is played. Here is a flowchart of the GS mystery game. First, the teacher reads the 3 cards and presents the mystery. And second, students arrange the information cards on the table without overlapping, and read the information on the cards and rearrange the related items close together, like the KJ method. Third, the student draw arrows with the marker and to connect related item. And finally, the students then explore the answer to the mystery in the system diagram and present it at the end. From here on, I will share the practical result of our educational activities using the GS mystery materials at the university. In 2023, a mystery game was conducted after a 2-day GS field trip with 16 undergraduate students from Gifu University. After the game, the students submitted a report on the GS agricultural system story using their created system diagram. If students could write comprehensive stories and incorporate relationships not presented by cards, we consider the material highly effective. The following is an example of the Nagara River GIS agricultural system diagram created by students during the mystery game. All the closely related cards were grouped together, but all connections were made using arrows. In contrast, this is a system diagram created by the teacher. The main component of GIS Nagara River system are depicted on the left side. Oh, sorry. Left side. No. Okay. With declining IU catch issue in the middle part, and possible cause and on the right side. This diagram clarifies the structure of the system by showing the relationship between similar group of cards. Finally, let's review the effectiveness of the mystery material in understanding the GIS agriculture system and building brand story. The mystery game has two main outcomes. First, it helps people visualize abstract concepts of social ecological systems and understand complex things as they are. Second, it helps people find simple and powerful messages appropriate to their target audience from the system diagrams. For example, the brand story titled Rural Fishermen and Anglers in Traditional Succession and Environmental Conservation, promoting the continuation of the traditional eye fishing was derived from the system diagrams. This chart illustrates the expected outcome of Nagara River GIS brand story. There is an external problem of the fishery conservation crisis and an internal problem of the potential hope and lost opportunity for new participants in eye fishing. To address this issue, the brand story and opportunity to participate in eye fishing can be presented to the target audience. Consequently, the story promotes participation in eye fishing, allowing the target audience to experience enjoyable holidays, get extra money, and raise awareness of social contributions. The GIS stakeholders also benefit from the increased fishing population, catch and consumption, and conservation of fishing fields. Beyond these efforts, the original goal of increasing number of successors and recreational fishermen and preserving the Nagara River ecosystem is promised.
Thanks for your speech. Time is up.
Thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thanks for Mr. Kyuji's detailed presentation. And the next speaker is Mr. Yang Anquan from China. Let's welcome his speech.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to come to Gifu and have the opportunity to introduce the Deqing for the world, here composite fishery system. I would like to thank the organizer for their kind invitation and for providing such a stage of sharing and communication. I'm Yang Anquan. Number one, basic information introduction. Deqing in northern Zhejiang province is the oldest place in the sorry. is the oldest place in the world to carry out freshwater pearl mussels cultivation. During the Southern Song Dynasty, Ye Jinyang invented the shared pearl mussel cultivation technique in Deqing, which began the history of human cultivation of freshwater pearls. At that time, 5,000 families were engaged in pearl farming for nearly 1,000 years. The people of Deqing have inherited and promoted Ye Jinyang pearl cultivation technique, and they have persisted in pearl farming until now, forming a special agricultural heritage system, the Deqing freshwater pearl mussels composite spatial system. The system was recognized and China's national important agricultural heritage system in 2017, and now it is just candidate in China. The system covers 5 towns and 23 villages, with a total area of around 114.5 square kilometers, and about 45,000 people live in the area. Number 2, long history and efficient circular ecosystem. In the natural environment, fish and mussels have a natural symbiotic and beneficial relationship. But how to artificially farm freshwater pearl with good quality and stable output has been a long-term technique problem. It was until the Southern Song Dynasty that Ye Jinyang invented the shared pearl mussel cultivation technique in the Xiaosanyang area of Deqing, based on the mixed farming of 4 major domestic fish and freshwater pearl mussels, and with the shared pearl mussel cultivation technique as the core, Deqing people gradually formed an ecological agricultural system with an intricate patchwork of young ponds, arable lands, forests, area villages, which shows characteristics of multi-dimensional, cyclic, ecological, and efficient. In Deqing, there are more than 10 types of mussels that can be used for pearl cultivation. Also, there are more than 40 types of freshwater fish in Xiaosanyang, where the shared pearl mussel cultivation technique was invented thousands of years ago. With the support of the Deqing government, we are building or breeding the production and promotion project for freshwater pearl mussels. This project will protect the freshwater mollusk germplasm, the source, and contribute to the sustainable development of freshwater shellfish in China. The protection of biodiversity and the harmonious development of natural and humans. Number 3, complete pearl industry chain. In the recent years, with the Deqing government promoting, Deqing has formed a comprehensive pearl industry chain, including freshwater pearl cultivation, processing, sales, and cultural tourism. Now, with the Deqing freshwater pearl mussels composite facial system, there are nearly 3,000 people directly engaged in the deep process industry of freshwater pearl, with around 10,000 retail endpoints. The system indirectly creates over 30,000 jobs across its value chain. the annual production value of pure farming and deep processing is over 7 billion yuan. Chinese pure account for 95% of the world's yield, and freshwater pure in Zhejiang province account for 90% of the China's total production. It is the world's largest deep processing base for freshwater pures. The total amount of deep processing pures in Deqing is 100 tons, accounting for about 10% of China's national freshwater pure yield. Number two, exploration, protection, and inheritance of agriculture in heritage systems. In the history of Deqing people's labor and daily life, they have formed rich and diverse pure culture and fishery culture, such as the traditional rituals honoring the ancestor of pure, Yejin traditional pure song and dance performance, pure cuisine, fish festival with fish bowl, broth rice, and fish bowl, which are diverse and special. Also, the beautiful environment, the pure culture and health products promote the integration of agriculture, pure culture, and tourism, leading to the development of agricultural heritage system. In Deqing, there is the world's largest freshwater pure museum. It is a high-quality pure cultural tourism, scenic sport, and a highly integrated industrial tourism base, combining exhibition with research, promotion with entertainment, and public education with cultural exchange. The average annual tourism amount is about 300,000. Also, the pure experiential education curriculum with the rhythm of agriculture heritage system is very popular, receiving at least 13,000 primary and secondary school students every year. We hope that Deqing pure culture will pass down from generation to generation. In the future, we will always adhere to protecting and inheriting this heritage through development and utilization, which will be done from the following three aspects. Firstly, draw from traditional technique to keep promoting ecological agriculture. Secondly, extend the pure industrial chain and expand pure advanced processing. Thirdly, rely on rural layer tourism to promote pure culture. This pure made in Deqing is very beautiful. Finally, I hope everyone has the opportunity to come to Deqing, China, the source of world pure, and experience Deqing pure culture. Thank you very much.
Thanks for Mr. Yang's detailed presentation. Next speaker is Chang-Dong Rang from Korea.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to make presentation in this conference. I'm a researcher studying the marine and fisheries policy in Gyeongnam Institute, which is established by the local government of Gyeongsangnam-do in Korea. Actually, I have previous expenditure about the I have been presented to it the second time to present here. I did the presentation in 6 conferences in Hadong, in Korea. At that time, I have discussed about the 죽방염 fisheries, that is bamboo weir fishing for, especially for anchovy. The purpose of my presentation today is about introducing the heritage value of traditional lift net fishery for flathead mullet in Goje Island. My presentation consists of following topics. I hope you will have the opportunity to understand the local fisher catch mullet by environmentally friendly and sustainable way. First of all, I'd like to talk about the overview of the fishing method. The lift net are setting up along the migration path of the mullet. When the mullet are entering, watcher we call 망쟁이 give signal to the fishing crew on the boat by his voice, maybe a shout, and they pull in that quickly but in good order. Let's have a look at this map. This is a map of Goje Island, located on the southeastern coast of Korea. The thick yellow line on the map indicates the migration route of flathead mullet. During the winter months, flathead mullet gathered estuary of the Nakdong River and after spawning. In the spring begin, they follow the coastline closely along the Goje Island, likely to seek the small organism for feeding and at the same time for avoiding the bite from the predators. The map showed the 6 fishing villages here, marked sequentially along the coastline. These fishing villages use lift net to fish for just one species, mullet, from March to June every year. Let me explain the traditional fishing method. Here's a simple illustration. In the traditional lift net with 6 boats, 25 to 26 fishing crew and 1 watcher are involved. In my opinion, the watcher is a unique and essential aspect of this traditional fishing method. The watcher is in a watchtower on high cliff by the seaside, observing the movement of mullet. This operation needs highly trained skills because he should distinguish the normal surface of the seawater and the movement of the mullet. Let's imagine the flathead mullet are entering from left to right. All 6 boats pull in the net vertically. The important thing is the timing at which each boat pull in, and also the angle of the net are different. at each moment. The watcher controls all of this process on the watchtower. Now, I want to go on to the heritage value of the traditional fishing method under the 7 key points. Firstly, the natural environment is very unique around the Goje Island. The estuary of Nakdong River is a brackish water area where salt water meets fresh water, making a rich nutrient. In other words, the fishing ground has sufficient fishing resources, but the local fishers in Goje Island do not chase all species, all fishes species. They just fish mullet with the lift net. And there are very passive fishing here during a very limited season. Now, let's move to the historical background. It is not possible to determine exactly how long the traditional fishing practice has existed. There is a historical record that gave a clue about the age of the fishing practice. A poem written by a person named Lee Hak-kyu, who was born in 18th century and lived in the Gimhae region, the estuary, near estuary Nakdong River, described a poem with catching mullet. From this, we can see that the method of using 6 boat with net and the species was mullet in the spring season. It is just literature, not the official record, but there are 2 other records here. One is the folk record of Gyeongnam region, written by the National Folk Museum of Korea in 2002. And that said, the traditional lift net to catch flathead mullet by 6 boats were first invented around the Tongyong and Goje area before 120 years. And the other is a record by Japanese scholar named Hwajeon Jang-sang. He wrote a book in 1938. That book says the origin of the traditional lift net to catch flathead mullet in Goje Island goes back to over than 60 years. Now, food supply and livelihood importance. The table 1, sorry, I wrote just table 1 and table 1. Table 1 shows, the upper table 1 shows that the average catch of each village in less 10 years. The population of each village range from 100 to 300 per people. Table 2 shows the average annual revenue from fishing for each village in 2021. The selling price of the mullet is 10,000 won per kilo, which is set by the agreement of all villages. Fishers pay the excess fee to fishing village, and the village community use this special income for public purpose. The average income is 187,000 won, which is approximately $140,000. Currently, 6 people are employed in lift net fishing. For 6 persons to earn this amount of money during just 3 months, I think it's enough to live now. So this traditional fishing will be continued to near future. The abundant flathead mullet has contributed to the development of local food culture. There are many kind of traditional food here. Normally we eat mullet by the soup and stew, and the special food is the dishy wrapped skin by kimchi. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have not much traditional culture event in Goje Island related with this fishing. But recently, the City Council of Goje introduced a mullet festival in spring every year. During the festival, various activities have offered additional events like this. The traditional knowledge system of mullet fishing is composed of 3 main elements, I think. One is lift net and migration and watcher and watchtower. About this, I think I already explained, and I don't have much time today, so let's quickly. I'd like to emphasize the originality about the knowledge of migration pattern the local fisher understood. And also the role of watcher can be considered a unique aspect of this traditional fishing practice. Now it is seascape. The scenery of the fishing. In the process of fishing, the scenery of mullet flapping in the net is really spectacular. Now about the ecosystem function and sustainability. Please read this. Just reminded, the important thing is that the fishing method is very passive.
Professor, thanks for your speech. Time is up. Thank you for your presentation.
Just to give me one second. I have found this very interesting structure. It is established on the Ama town near here. Yeah. That is the watchtower for watching mullet, flathead mullet. Exactly similar with the case of Goje. So I would like to conclude my presentation with I have to emphasize the necessity for further research on fisheries around the world, similar to this lift net. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's welcome the final speaker, Mr. Harada from Chifu University.
Okay, so thank you for very kind introduction, Dr. Yang. So welcome to Gifu. So I'm Morihiro Harada from Gifu University, very near here. So you can find our campus from outside window. Okay. Today, I will talk about the 2 topics. One is the let me introduce our act to adaptation for local climate change. The second is about the how climate change affects to the GS site of Ayu of Nagara River, and how we can adapt it. We are now we are trying to conduct a big research project combining with the university researchers, the local prefectures, and the fishermen. So I will try to introduce these two topics briefly today. And I'm a civil engineer. My research field is river engineering. So how to conserve the river environment and how to save the flood. But we have to collaborate with so many research field researchers. For example, ecologists, climatologists, agriculture, so many research fields to adapt to the climate change. And climate change is, as you know, the big threat for our society. And our government made the Climate Change Adaptation Act in 2018. After that, so we made the new Adaptation Research Center, collaborate with the Gifu Prefecture and Gifu University. So this is the first model case, the joint establishment by local government and universities. So this is the, you see today, so governor of Gifu Prefecture and our former president of Gifu University. And the framework collaboration between the local prefecture and the university researcher, it has some strong points. The most big strong point is that we can use many amount of data, because the local government have over 40, 50, 60 years field data for their work. So we can use such kind of past data to analyze what happened in past. And we can discuss about what happened in the future and how to adapt for it. So such kind of powerful research framework can be established based on such kind of local government and the local university collaboration. And the upper 7 circles is showing the climate change impact is spreading the very wide field, a wide research field. And below 4 bullets is showing our main research topics in Gifu Prefecture and Gifu University. The first one is the disaster risk reduction, especially the water-related disaster reduction, because the middle Japan has so many rainfall, over 2,000 to 3,000 millimeters in annual. So we have so much, many times of floods. So how we can adapt for the increasing flood risk is the most big issue for our research center. And the second one is how to conserve the ecosystem or ecological services with agriculture, fisheries, so many kind of the important things relating our lives. So this research topics is strongly relating to the GIS, how to conserve the GIS systems. And the next topics, so yesterday or today or tomorrow, so you can see that so many times Ayu. Ayu is this fish. And Nagara River system is designated as a GIS site by not only fish. Our site is designated of the Satogawa systems. So how we can conserve the ecosystem services with daily lives. So, but the Ayu fish has very vulnerable for the climate change. Climate change makes the increasing the flood magnitude, occurrences, not only flood, the drought is becoming stronger. Also, the most big issue is water temperature rising. So now we are researchers is very interested in the water temperature rising as one big important impact of climate change for ecology. So this is the food culture and fishing. And tonight, you can enjoy the cormorant fishing. Please enjoy it. So the ayu is not only for food. There are so many values that this fish has. But the ayu is some vulnerable ecology for climate change because their life is only 1 year. So they spawn in the under lower reach of rivers, and after that they spawn, they are going to migrate into coastal areas. In the next spring, so they will go back to river and summer growth season. After that, they will spawn again in autumn. Can you move the movies in right side? It moves, thank you. So ayu looks like silver, shiny fish, but in autumn spawning season, their color turn into black. So this is my spawning site of ayu, and they spawn in around Gifu city. After that, they spawn to coastal areas. So this every ecology and life cycle is strongly affected by water temperatures. So it has vulnerability from climate change. And the water temperature rising is one big threat for the freshwater ecosystems. This is some representative research results. You are looking very red colors around the Eastern Asia. So Japan, Korea, China, the three Eastern Asian countries have the same threat by increasing water temperatures. So we set up the research project with joint monitoring by prefecture researcher and our university researcher and fishermen. So we try to clarify what happened in the Nagara River system by increasing flood and rising water temperatures with joint monitoring. And the joint monitoring is combined with, we utilize the environmental DNA observations. Environmental DNA concentration can clarify the ayu is, where so many ayu is using the river systems. And some ecologists make the ecological models, and for example, me, I'm modelize the river system, the flood or drought or something like that. So we could make the three big findings. The first is the summer growth season. In summer growth season, water temperature is strongly rising with drought. So in these days, Gifu or mid-Japan has every day 35, 36, 37 degrees Celsius in the maximum temperatures. It makes water temperature rising. And it makes limit the ayu's habitat. So if the water temperature becoming over 26 degrees Celsius, it inhibits the ayu's habitat. So ayu is migrating to more upper stream because the upper stream is more cooler water temperatures. And the second key findings is the delaying autumn spawning migration. The spawning their migration is triggered by water temperature lowering with small flood. And they start to migrate into downstream and they start to spawn. But in these days, in these decades, the water temperature is rising. It makes the delaying the delaying spawning migration over 1.5 months. These findings are clarified by Professor Nagayama of Gifu University. He's an ecologist. I'm a civil engineer. So almost these novel works are conducted by him. Okay. And this is the one interesting one. So we get the information from fishermen. Fishermen try to catch the spawning migration ayu fish in autumn. So the ayu fishes make groups, big groups, and they migrate into upstream to downstream. So fishermen try to catch the ayu big groups. So we asked them to record every day how many fishes you catch. So such kind of data are analyzed by ecologists. So we could clarify the autumn spawning delay. And the third one is a little different. So these records are by Prefecture Research Institute of Gifu University, Gifu Prefecture. So we could get the past information and the now information, so we can find the hatching season is also delayed. Okay. The most important things to how to adapt to the climate change is not publishing papers. So researchers want to make good research papers with high impact factor journal, but such kind of activity cannot solve the problems. So we are trying to disseminate, notify what happened in our Nagara River to stakeholders. For example, tourism operators and the fishermen unions. So we are trying to make consensus what happened now. So it makes accelerate next action. Sorry, I forget to translate from Japanese to English, but very briefly talking, that these stakeholders, for example, river manager want to river channel make a floodway. They want to make the flood flow safety. So they cut the wood, they excavate the river channel, but it makes some ecological functions decreasing. So river manager have to conserve the ecosystem functions. And cormorant fishermen, and travel agencies. So they make the new adaptation options based on the common consensus what happened in Nagara River. Sorry, almost time. And our university research center tried to disseminate the more wider students what happened in our nature. And we try to make the new movies in YouTube. Such kind of effort we are paying. So this is the final slide. So only two things I have to say. The strong partnership between the university researcher and the local government have strong merit, strong point to adaptation in climate change. And joint monitoring of global warming impacts on ecosystems with stakeholders can be effective in accelerating next action. That's all, thank you. And please enjoy Gifu.
Thanks for Mr. Harada. Fisheries are important for part of global agricultural production, and the fisheries heritage systems are essential for GIS dynamic conservation and development. So in today's session, we are so delighted to invite 4 speakers from Korea, China, and Japan from the research and commercial background to discuss the production strategy, educational program, heritage value, and adaptation measures. So thanks again for all the speakers, and thanks again for everyone's attendance. Our session is finished.